Okay, hello, Thompson region. Today, I was literally just saying before we recorded this how unbelievably excited I am that you guys are about to become a region. So I wanted to tell you a few things about me, because I know so many of you are really new. You don't know who I am. My name's Danny, and I sponsored zinzi into this business. And you know what? Zinzi and her team over the last year have transformed me on a personal level and me in my business. So I actually started Arbonne 6 years ago. I was somebody that had hit rock bottom. I had a good career, but I'd lost it all when my little daughter was poorly and we'd gone into hospital, and I'd found myself living on benefits. Absolutely nothing wrong with that, but it wasn't where I wanted to stay. So I actually heard about Arbonne and was like, this is brilliant. Like, this is such a great opportunity for people like me that are willing to roll up their sleeves, get to work and create something. I'm like you guys. I've always been a grafter. I've always been a worker. I'm not afraid of a bit of hard work. And it just felt like I'd finally had an opportunity to get on this platform and show what I was made of. Because up until the point of starting Arbonne, I knew I could do something great, but there was no doors open to me. I was like, where am I going to put this energy that I've got? And so I started Arbonne 6 years ago, and in all honesty, I was terrible. I'm not even going to lie to you all. I was really, really bad. I didn't know what I was talking about. I had no clue how to be a leader. I had no clue how to tell people about being great. Like, I wasn't like some of you guys that have come in and you're just amazing. I was not like that at all, but I was willing to learn. And I think that's the key. The key is not being perfect. The key is just being willing to learn, to give things a go, and to know that it's about progression and not perfection. So I built my business to nation in 4 years, which is actually a long time. People do it much quicker. People do it in like a year now, 18 months. There's nothing wrong with it taking longer though. Some people, their life is just on a different path. And I became a national vice president, the top level. And I was really pleased, but there was so much more of me to give. So this time last year, in fact, it was the start of last year, I started saying this affirmation. And this is what I would say: I attract like-minded, well-driven, positive women into my business who are ready to change their lives. I'm looking because it's stuck up on my board. And I started saying this, and I had this vision that somebody was going to come into my life and say, I want to do Arbonne, and they were going to be like me, like they were grafted, hardworking, they were nice, they were fun to be around, and they were going to explode in my business, and they were going to teach me so much. And I was using Instagram, and I never ever had anybody reach out to me on Instagram. I never sold one product on Instagram, and I never sponsored one person on Instagram. I don't even know why I used Instagram, because nothing came of it, but I did. I still used it, religiously posting. And I got this random message in my Instagram other inbox, you know, where it doesn't even pop up. It's like you've got to go into your like other inbox. And it's from this girl called Zinzi. And basically said something like, I'm really interested in Arbonne. Can you tell me a bit more about it? And I said, great, yeah. Have you ever heard of Arbonne before? And she kind of said, yeah, I've heard of it, but not really a lot. Like, I'd love to know more. And I said, great, let's get on the phone. And we had a frank, cool conversation. And I knew I had butterflies in my stomach, and I knew this girl is going to change my life. Like, I just knew. I'd not even met her, but I just knew. And Zinzi obviously joined, like a lot of you know, and a lot of you I met from her launches. Like Claire, I saw like more times than I saw my own children at some point. I just loved it. I loved it. I loved all of it. I loved doing Zinzi's launches and then the team's launches. I was having the time of my life. I'll be really honest. I just loved it last year, like in February and March, when it was just crazy. And you guys were building into districts and then into an area. I was like, this is amazing. And then I said to Zinzi, like, you're going to be a region. You're going to be a region. And I'm sure Zinzi will share her story about like the roller coaster ride that she's had. But I've seen her transform over the last few months of this year more than I've ever seen anybody transform in my whole 6 years of doing Arbonne. Like, her leadership has just took on another level that I'm like making notes on what she's doing. And not just her, like all of you as well. Like, so many of you, I'm like so unbelievably inspired. It's making me a better Arbonne consultant, because I'm learning so much from watching all of you. And I can't wait for you to finally all be at the levels that you deserve to be. And in my opinion, you all deserve to be national vice presidents, not a shadow of a doubt. You are so deserving, because I'll tell you why. You are kind, all of you. You are humble. You are generous. You are so giving to other people. When people in the team chat, the WhatsApp chat, the Arbonne team chat that I've sponsored are in there, are asking questions and I'm busy doing Zoom calls or busy doing something, you guys answer. And I just think you don't have to do that. Like, it's not your business. Like, it's my personal business, and you guys are helping me by answering questions for them. And I just think I'm so lucky to be around these people that are so selfless and giving. And I couldn't ask for a better bunch of like friends and work colleagues to be around. So you absolutely deserve all the success that's coming to you. So that's a bit about what I wanted to share. Now it's a case of getting across the finish line. So there's a few days left of the month. You're all really strong, going for your own goals, which is amazing. You've all got your own goals, which is how somebody promotes in this business. You can't promote all by yourself. Well, you can to district really, but all the other levels, you kind of need people going for their own goals. So you've all got their own goals and you're all absolutely going for it. So the things that I would suggest doing is, first of all, do what you're already doing, because what you're already doing is flipping working. So don't do what you're already doing. Second thing that I would do is keep your energy high, because if you are used to having a business or working where it's quite high pressured and there's quite a lot of energy, then this will be natural to you. But if you're like me and you've never been in an environment where there's goals, there's targets, there's like, oh my gosh, like I need to do this, then this will be really alien, and it was to me. And the best thing I can say is keep your energy high, because if you're keeping your energy high, you're going to get through the hurdles that come in front of you. The more you grow, bless you, Charlie, the more you grow, the more hurdles that are thrown in your way. And it's a sign that you're getting closer and closer to your goal. There's no way you can glide into your goal and there'll be no hurdles. So the hurdles show up the more and more you're going. So if your energy is low and you're feeling like, oh, I can't do this, and like, have I got the energy, and I'm a bit tired and I just want to watch Netflix, it's not going to help. So you really need to be of a high level of energy. And the things that help is the nutrition massively. Zinzi said to me, what would you recommend? I was like, you're doing all the nutrition, right? She said, yeah. I said, that's the first thing I'd recommend, because that keeps your energy really, really high. Making sure you're in a positive state of mind. So if you're prone to negative thoughts, if you're prone to hearing yourself say things like, I can't do this, I'm tired, I just want to go to bed, or things that are negative and not serving you, play an audio that really lifts your energy. Debbie Neal is a fantastic person that gets you going. Les Brown, if anyone's got any other suggestions, put it in the chat. Like things that you can play and you're like, you listen to it and you're like, yes! Like you want to be like so like, oh my gosh, like you just want to go, you just want to do more. So listen to things that keep you really, really motivated. The other things as well that have helped me is getting into accountability groups. For example, you guys have got your WhatsApp, which I'm guessing gives you loads of accountability, because you're kind of in a state of, but I want to do this and I want to share what I've done. For me, if I'm left to my own devices, I naturally get quite lazy. Like, oh, no one knows if I'm not reading the success principles, so I just won't bother. But there's a bloody book club on today, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I better read chapter 1. Like, I've got to read it. I've just read chapter 1. So accountability helps you do the things that you know you should be doing. But if it wasn't for the other people knowing that you've not done it, you might not do it. If you're like me, you might be super motivated. I'm not. I need other people to be like, I know if you don't do that, I'm going to call you out. Like that greens balance shot. People have been nominating me for ages about that flipping green balance shot, and I've just been hiding. I'm like, no one will notice. Tiffany was like, you've got to get it done. I was like, oh my gosh, someone's actually noticed. I was like, okay, I'll do it. So if you're like me and you kind of know that if you can hide, you'll get away with it, get yourself into accountability where no one's going to call you out if you don't. Did anyone want to say anything so far? Because I can probably just talk. Or I'm happy to answer questions as well. So any questions anyone wants to ask me or fire away at me, or any like particular topics about anything. If you don't want to unmute, just put it in the chat. The 15-minute parties are going really well as well. Oh, go on, Zinzi.
I was going to ask, shout out to Neil Mungo, I was reading the chat. So do you know, like with clothes, do you know, because we're going for one big goal, but everyone's got their individual goals. Would you recommend for everyone to break down their goals individually of what they need? So over the next 4 days, break it down, divided by the days. Sorry, my internet's not great.
Sorry. Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah.
There was a call on Donna Johnson's Go for Gold about 3 weeks ago called Goal Slicing, and that was about breaking your goals down, and it was really good because the girl that was training, it was actually amazing, and she said something, I can't remember the exact numbers, but she was, I don't know, say she was a district manager just flailing around, like she wasn't, in her words, she wasn't thriving, she was just like stagnant for however many years. And she took on this goal slicing, like breaking the goals down. And as soon as she did that, I'm sure she said she was something like a couple of months of doing that, and she started turning over like £500,000. It was insane. The jump that she had was mind-boggling, and it was all about breaking your goals down. She called it goal slicing, and it was brilliant. So I would definitely recommend, like, whatever your goal is, if it's area qual or district manager bonus or district manager completion or going into district manager, work out what you've got left to do, and I would split it up into the days that are left, and then you know what each day needs to be done, and I would give it your absolute all on getting it done. And another thing as well I'd love to mention is about comparison. Like, don't compare yourself to other people, because there's some people here that are amazing at doing the 30 days, and that is great. Like, I've got so much respect for the people that are great at doing the 30 days. For me, it is not my strength, but I am not phased about comparing myself to other people that are selling like 30 days, like they're literally clean water or something. Great for them. But for me, my strength is doing things like selling like everyday essentials, like the shampoo, the toothpaste, the deodorant, sun cream, like everyday essentials. That is my strength. So you have to run with what your strength is. If it's the 30 days, go for it. But if it's not, don't compare what other people are doing. You've just got to find your strength. And your strength might be doing these 15-minute parties. It might be doing phone call one-to-ones. It might be using LinkedIn. It might be using Facebook or Instagram or whatever it is. Go with your strength and cheer the people along that are doing their thing that's not your thing. Cheer them along, be like, oh, that's amazing for you, like you're smashing LinkedIn, well done. It doesn't work for me, but I'm glad it works for you. Like, stay in your lane and focus on what works for you, and don't try and think, oh, I'm rubbish at doing LinkedIn, I'm going to try and learn how to do that in the last few days of the month. Don't worry about that. Focus on what you're good at right now. Yeah, so yeah, I would definitely break down the goals. Yeah, go on, Zins.
No, I was just going to say thank you so much for this.
I'm really...
You just need to hear it, don't you, in the last 4 days?
And you guys are in a really good position because me and Zinzi have got a lot of access to a lot of people that have gone region. Like, we've gone to different trainings where people have stood up that have done region and basically said, like, in their last day, they've had crazy numbers to do, things like 30,000 to do in the last day. And you think, how do you do 30,000 QV in one day? Like, you just doesn't comprehend, does it? You're like, how do you do that? But they do it. So you guys are in a really, really, really strong position for doing this. Zinzi said to me, when you were going region qual, how much did you have to do in the last day? And I was like, oh, something like 3,000 or 4,000, which seems like nothing. But at the time, I was like, oh my goodness, I don't know how we're going to do this. So it's all about perspective. When we went for the top level nation, in the last day, we had to do 60,000 QV. And I remember waking up and I knew we were going to do it. I had no idea where it was going to come from, but I knew it was going to happen, and it did. And I think belief plays a huge part, and you become quite magnetic. If you believe it, it's almost like you're a magnet, and before you know it, people are messaging you on your social media platforms going, oh, Claire, what's that Greens Balance thing? Or Holly, what's that thing you were talking about putting under your eyes? Like, you become quite magnetic. The more your belief raises, the more you start randomly attracting all these things that happen to you. It's bizarre. It's very, very, very exciting. Oh, Steph, that's amazing. Yeah, she would be able to join the district manager boot camp. If you think that she would enjoy that. Sometimes for some new people, you've got to weigh up whether they would be like, I don't know if this is for me or not. But if she would, she's absolutely welcome to join that. I remember when I first started Arbonne, and my upline, so somebody above me was called Zoe, and she was going for region, and I was quite new. I didn't have a clue what was going on. I don't know if anyone here is new and is like, what's this whole region thing? I've got no idea what's happening. That was me. And I remember everyone was like, oh, Zoe's going for region. Zoe's going for region. Like, we all need to do like whatever we can do to help her go region. I was like, okay, like that's fine. So in my head, I was like, oh, right, Zoe's going for region. So I'm going to help loads of people do the 30 days. I'm going to help loads of people sign up. I'm going to do about a month's worth of work in a week. I'm going to cram it all in and really help her go region. And what happened was, in my mind, I was helping Zoe. The fear left me, because in my head I was doing it for her and not for myself. But actually I ended up going area qual. I built my business and went area qual. So I was like, actually, I was thinking I was doing it for Zoe, but actually my own business has quadrupled. And I wouldn't have done that if it was just for me. But thinking I was doing it for somebody else made a massive difference. So it's really exciting being a part of somebody else promoting, because it helps your business grow as well. So does anyone have any specific questions about anything that's like QV related or anything really? I'm here for any of you to ask anything.
I just wanted to say thanks, Dan. Thanks for coming on. It was what I think is personally what we needed for the last couple of days before the end of the month. So thank you for that.
Oh, Keisha, you're welcome. I'm so inspired by what you're creating, Keisha. I know it makes me a bit emotional, but I know you're going to be a national vice president this year, and I'm just like, oh,
oh, I hope so. Fingers crossed. I hope so.
Well, go on, Tiff.
Thank you.
Yeah, same, Danny. Thank you so much for coming on. I agree. I think it's what we all needed to hear, like a little bit of motivation. I'm so excited though for this week. Like really excited. But I just wanted to ask you, because I've been a bit like, where to put like my energy this week, and I know you're probably going to say both, but I thought I'd ask, and people are probably thinking the same. But would you go all for QV, like more for sales, or would you still focus on like sponsoring, or would you just mix it up just for these last few days?
So my personal answer is both, unless you've got a strength. So if your strength is like sponsoring people, then put all your energy into your strength. If your strength is helping people do the 30 days, I would, on the last few days of the month, I would put all of your energy into whatever your strength is.
Okay.
What I would do. So my strength is either selling personal care or sponsoring people. So when we were completing Nation, I was like, I'm just going to sponsor everybody. But come on, you're joining the Put everything into whatever your strength is.
Okay, perfect.
When
you get
promotions, Danny, is there any like offers or anything that you did that we've not thought of, or that we could be doing over the next 4 days?
Yeah.
One was Breakfast Club, maybe tomorrow or the next day.
Yeah, people love hype and campaign. People love to see things like consistently, like that Greens Balance shot. It takes a lot of exposures, and then people are like, oh, right, that looks interesting. So everything that I did that's helped me in the past, I put in the Facebook Messenger group called QV Ideas. Everything's in there. Some of it's probably not going to be useful now as time has gone on, but the biggest things that I found were little things to pique people's interest. So I know you guys did the water bottle and the fizz, which for a lot of people, that's something really small and it piques their interest. So I would do something small like that, where people are going to be like, oh, that's interesting, get into a conversation with them. And you might find that through the conversation, they might actually decide to do the whole 30 days. But had they seen a post about the 30 days, they might have been like, oh no, that's too much for me. But once somebody's like, oh yeah, that looks good, and then you chat. So if you can find something small like that, either do that again or something else small to get into conversations with people, you might find that they might upgrade. Another really good one is the makeup in 5. It's a really good price. The makeup in 5 is something like £80, give or take. And it's for a lot of people that wear makeup, that's a really reasonable price. And if they just buy that, that's still good. But you might get into a conversation with them where potentially chat, they might actually want to buy the whole makeup kit, which is really good value. It's like £170 at IC price, it's a bit more at PC price, but the value of it is something like £450. So I'm not saying that everybody would, but for me, if I saw one of you posting about the makeup in 5 and I was like, oh, hi Ria, that looks really interesting. And then she was like, yeah, it's really good, blah, chat. And then she said, oh, just to let you know, I don't know if you are interested or not, but actually there's the full makeup kit. This is the SRP, this is the PC price or whatever you're selling it for. I might be like, actually, that's better value for me because it's not loads more, but I'm going to get more. But if I'd seen the original post, I might not have done. So if you can think of something small, just to get into conversations with people. The water bottle and the fizz is always really, really good. Most people are quite interested in getting the water bottle and the fizz. Asking people for help, you might not want to do that this month, you might want to do it next month, or you might not want to do it at all, which is fine, but this works for me. You can't do it all the time. It's the sort of thing you can only do a couple of times a year, where you basically would say to people, so if I was going for a goal, let's say that we're about to hit, I don't know, the Bahamas trip, or sorry, what's the next trip? Yeah, it's Bahamas, isn't it? Yeah, the Bahamas trip. I might say something like, through voice note, hi Sam, I'm going for a massive goal in my business and I'm about 30 people away from helping to achieve my goal. So I'm just looking for 30 people that would love to shop with me. As a thank you, I'm going to give you a massive discount and also enter your name into a prize draw to win a goodie bag. Would you be one of my 30? And she might say, yeah, go on then. I only need a couple of bits. Yeah, I'll help you. And some people might be like, actually, I am thinking of doing that 30 days thing. Some people are not going to reply. And it's definitely not the sort of thing you can do every month, because people will be like, you do this every single month. You can only do it every now and again. So if you're going to do it, I'm not saying you have to, but if you are, just use it appropriately. So going into qual or promoting. So I use it when I'm going for a massive goal. Like when we were going nation, everybody got that message from me. And I had a lot of people be like, yeah, I'll help you out. What can I buy? And obviously you get into a conversation then. Breakfast Club is brilliant, really, really good. The nutrition's a great one to go with, because people are swapping, basically buying food items and drink items for doing the nutrition. Oh, Claire, were you going to say something?
Well, not yet. I just sniffed, but I will. But, hello, everyone. I'm just Claire. I've only been with Arvon a couple of weeks. I think I know everyone apart from Holly and Steph. So hello. I just want to say that the reason why I've started is I should have started obviously a year ago, but so I've been to everybody's launch party and I'm always there to support everyone. And quite honoured that Danny said she saw me at one time before more than her kids.
I did.
But what I want to say is that I think we need to push. I'm just going in now because I've been analysing everyone's pages, everyone's posting everything. Because the reason why I could jump on and do this at this time and lockdown selfishly is because of time. Because before I used to think, right, when I'm going to do that, I'm not going to be able to do it. I'm not going to be able to commit to this group. I'm not going to be able to commit to the Zooms or any meetings. But the lockdown thing, I've started to do a write-up where I'm not posted yet, but I'm going to put that everybody who's got a little bit of time in lockdown, because obviously Keisha's team and that, they're obviously used to in their line of work and they've got this time now so they can push it. I think I'm trying to do an advert that's going to push that. The lockdown thing, you need to use, we're not sure what's going to happen here, but if you've got a bit of time, and like you say, it's not always about makeup, it's not about skincare. I actually thought about it because I've got sciatica, and I thought, I need some products to help me look after my insides to work out. And I never really thought about that before. You always think about exercise and stuff. So I thought about Digestion Plus and things like that. And then but then as soon as I've joined and the other products have come about stress and stuff, this is a crucial time now for lockdown. Excuse my boy. But so I think if I'm going to do a post for that, obviously I'm going to copy it, but if everyone just puts that in mind, that use this lockdown time to think that actually people are going to have that spare time.
I have a lot of cars.
And my boy's got a lot of cars.
That's yeah, you're absolutely right, Claire, honestly. And there's so many people that have got time now to do things. And also, there's a lot of people out there that,
How many cars do I have?
I'm just going to put it on mute.
That are seeking community. I get a lot of messages at the minute of people saying like, oh, I'm thinking about doing that Arbonne thing that you do, and we get into a conversation and it comes out that it's the community. They're like, I love the fact that you guys have so much fun, you've got this virtual community. So another thing that I thought of when Claire was saying that, and again, you don't have to do this, it's just an idea, is you guys can all be everybody else's third-party validation. So to your network, you're obviously selling these products. So some people, they don't, but if they hear somebody else say it, so when Claire says that she loves Keisha's products, that is a third-party validation. And Keisha's network are like, oh, well, if Claire thinks that they're good and Keisha says they're good, maybe they are. So what you could do, you could think about a testimony that's right to you, post it on your social media and tag everybody else, because that's going to help everybody else's third-party validation. If everybody does the same for everybody, before you know it, you might have a lot of third-party validations that your network is suddenly going to be like, oh, well, my friend's saying it and her friends are saying it. Like, oh, that's piqued my interest now. So third-party validation can be quite powerful, and you could do that for each other. Zinzi, I think you should say something. I think you should have a little speech.
Well, I just wanted to say, like, obviously it was a year ago in Feb that I started, and when I did first start, obviously there were a few people like that originally started with me, and if I'm honest, like when I first started, I came into it, and even though Danny's like really down to earth and so lovely, but I think because you was at the top of the company, I thought like you're up there and I'm down here, and I came into it, I just couldn't, there was no one, I felt like there wasn't anyone like me, if that makes sense. And everyone says like find your tribe, and I just thought, well, I don't really know who my tribe is. I just want people like me. Like I just want, like you said, Daniel, I just want hardworking, driven women, like women that have not probably came from a lot, like, or maybe they have, but either way, they just want more out of life and they're willing to work for it. And I just feel like over the last like 6 months, all these women have just been coming into the business, and I just keep looking at them thinking, oh God, like these are my tribe, these are my people. And it's just so refreshing to work with you all. Like you just, like you said, I'm just learning so much from you all. And honestly, like I do believe that we are going to go into Region Qual. Sorry if my reception's not great. I do believe that we're going to go into Region Qual, but I was saying to Danny this morning, like even if I didn't, it wouldn't bother me because you lot are all going to hit your goals, and it makes me feel emotional. That's what it's about. It's like you can't get to where you want to be without helping others. Sorry. Everyone knows I'm a crier. But I just feel so excited for everyone, and I just know that we can all be at the top of this company and show everyone that says, oh, it's a pyramid scheme, like, yeah, I'm glad that I'm in a pyramid scheme. I'm glad I'm in a business where you cannot get to the top without helping other people along the way. And for me, I just know that this is the right business for me and we're in the right place, and I'm just so excited.
Yeah, but at least in pyramid schemes, you get like randomers, don't you? So this is all like people that actually, like you said, it's all positive, it's all nice, and it's a good little gang. So pyramid scheme is always about money.
Yeah, like
you get that money at the top. But this is that's the opposite, isn't it?
Be around, and yeah, and like people say, oh, you're in a cult, and I'm like, it's the best bloody cult ever. I love it, and I love like working with you all. Honestly, I honestly don't know now what I'd do without you, especially in this lockdown. It's just, I've just had so much fun, and honestly, like I do know. Oh, Molly's just woke up. I do know that we are gonna get there, but like I said, even if I didn't, it'll. Morning.
No, he's not awake yet.
Amazing, because I've just seen everyone just stretch and get to the next level. Like Tiff, you've had the biggest switch that I've ever seen, and Simone, like you're finally getting your area that you've wanted for so long, and it's just, I'm just so excited. Keisha's just come in and absolutely stormed, and I've learned so much from her in my business, that like what have I been doing for the last year. But yeah, thank you so much everyone, and I know we've all got this in the bag, so yeah.
Oh, Zinzi, you're so lovely. I've just put in the chat. Keisha made us all wake up. Like, we have all been doing stuff for the last year, but Keisha came in. It was like, oh, actually, we could probably be doing a bit more. Actually, it's been great. It's been really good. And I also want to say a massive well done to Simone as well, because Simone actually had on a while ago, and she said yes to this business that she didn't know about, and she gave it a go. And Simone was the one that actually first told Zinzi. So Simone, you absolutely deserve everything that you've got coming your way as well. Like, you're going area, and not a shadow of a doubt, your mindset has been transformational. Absolutely, like, you're changing. Honestly, I'm just like, I can't even believe the changes of you, and just amazing. Such an inspiration, and you'll definitely be in your Mercedes this year as well. Did you want to say anything, Simone? Because really, it's thanks to you, really.
This is what
yeah, my big thing has been comparison. I think it generally has, and I've spoken to you and Zinzi about this, and I've, in this time of isolation, has been like a massive change for me. A lot of personal development has took place, thanks to the amazing Nikki Marchand and Fiona. They've helped me with that, and learning more about meditation and how to keep them, what like horses wear, I don't know what they're called, the blinkers, or yeah, so how to keep that, and like, yeah, like that. And Zinzi says as well, like, you can only be the best version of me. There's no other Simone, there's no other girl with curly hair who loves the Spice Girls. You know, there's no, and that's what I've came to. Sorry, he's gonna get a head in now.
I like Spice Girls.
So yeah, and this business is honestly, we'll vouch this again, like I'm not a hugger, I'm not a crier, really, but literally I literally want to cry because so much is happening. Yes, I agree, Keisha has bumped everyone up, her energy has helped everyone dramatically, so thanking everyone. I don't know what to say. Just that it's now it's our time. Region is happening, regions will happen from then on.
Hello.
Areas are happening. Sorry, I'm
Hello.
homeschooling and I'm taking her time. And I really fell in love with Arbonne even more. And I, as horrible as it may sound, but I really have thanked isolation and COVID, because this, yeah, I don't know what to say, but
That's perfect.
I'm literally probably gonna cry when it all happens.
Thank you, Simone. That is amazing. Chanel, were you going to say something? Did you want me? No. Okay. Do you
No,
want?
I weren't.
Do you
But
want to say something?
I do want to say that everyone's just amazing right now. Like, literally, I can't believe that how far we've all come. It's been a year I've been in this business, and right now it's just crazy that 1 minute you're here and the next minute, woof, you're like up here. Like, where did it come from? And like, we all bounce off each other. We all have high energy. We all help each other. Like, there's not, if someone's got an idea, they tell another. Zinzi's been absolutely amazing. Like, when I say she's such an amazing leader, she really is. Like, you just need to speak to her, and she's just so calm in how she's talking, and she just gets to the point, and there you go. Right, let's go. It's just absolutely, everything's on fire. Like, honestly, love it. Absolutely love it. And we are going places. We've all got goals. We're all going to get there. And I'm not a crier, but Zinzi, you actually nearly made me shed a tear. Nearly. Didn't come out. But I feel like I want to cry. I do. And like, this isolation time right now, that I can't believe this is the time when it's just all happened. And it's just, yeah. And Simone as well. Simone's been like, she's been right there beside me, egging me on, and we have our chats, and it's just, our little community is just amazing, and it's going to grow and grow and grow. That's all.
Fantastic. Thank you for that, Chanel. So I suppose, really, does anyone else want to say anything? If not, I was just going to...
Yeah.
Did you want to say anything? Or were you just shouting?
Tiff.
Oh, Tiffany.
Sorry. Sorting out my settee. What did you want me to say, Zins?
Anything?
No, I feel exactly the same as everyone else. I just feel like everyone's all of a sudden, like, we've obviously been going, and so many amazing people have come into the business, and it is like one really nice, I've just loved it, and it's helped me so much through lockdown. I think without Arbonne, I probably would have lost my mind, but it's just everyone's like really going that extra mile, and just all so exciting. But yeah, is it really?
That's fine.
I am the opposite to you, and so when she rang me this morning panicking about something, I'm like, no, it's fine, Zins. We are literally the opposites.
I suppose you can go back to what you were saying before, Danny, because everyone's using Lexi's hair stuff. You did the curl thing on Lexi's hair, didn't you, Tiff?
Yeah.
So because everyone's sharing that, that's just like that third-party validation thing, ain't it? Because that's what everyone's going to be talking about. I was thinking about, I'm going to send it to so-and-so, I'm going to send it to so-and-so. Because you can actually say, because you don't want to lie, do you? You can say sometimes you know someone, but if you say it's your friend, or, I know that my friend's got this girl, and you say, oh yeah, look, that kind of thing. Because I bet some people do check if people do know each other, because that's what you do in social media, don't you?
And what you could do, if Tiffany wanted to, she could put that post on again today and say something like, thank you so much for this product, like, look what it's done to my daughter's hair, and then tag every single person here.
Yeah.
That lands on everybody else's social media strip, and then they're like you say, Claire, they're like, oh, that's actually Claire's actual friend.
Because if you comment it and say something that's like, oh God, yeah, I'm going to try it on Jay's hair, or something like that. If I say, oh, they do know each other, then I think, and they'll look, and the kids do know each other, and it just goes, it's a knock-on effect, isn't it?
Yeah. So that's one idea that you could all try.
Yeah, definitely.
And I just wanted to say that I'm here for anybody as well. Like, you've got such a good leader in Zinzi, and you're such a good team as well. Like, you probably don't need anything else, but if there was anything that you needed, like, I'm 100% here for you. Like, if you need any calls with anybody, any like help with doing one-to-ones, parties, just a chat, like, I'm here for absolutely anybody at any time as well. Like, and even when you do promote, I'm not going anywhere. Like, I'm still here, and I'm still really excited for you guys to be a region, but also for everybody else to be a region as well. Because when Zinzi promotes, that's just like the popcorn going, and once one pops, they all start to pop afterwards. So without a shadow of a doubt, you'll all go region, and then it'll be like, right, okay, all I need to do is replicate what Zinzi did, and I'm a region, and then it's like everybody else starts going region. So it's all going to get now. It's going to be insane this year. We're going to say something, Tiff?
No, I'm just really excited. My mouth's like, like a Cheshire cat for the next 3 days.
And it's fun. Oh, go on, sorry.
No, I'm just so excited. Really, really excited.
And I was just going to say, just enjoy it, because it's so much fun whenever there's a promotion, whether it's your own or your team's, or even somebody in your success line. Like, this promotion doesn't affect me, but I'm so excited. Like, wherever the promotion is, it's really fun to see it and be a part of it, and just to see everybody stretch out of their comfort zones and come up with new ideas, creative ideas, like stretch past what they thought was a fear and speak to people that they wouldn't have spoke to before and do things they wouldn't have done before. I mean, like, who here thought they'd ever be doing these flipping online parties? I certainly didn't, and I'm like smashing them out thinking this is brilliant. So when you're going for a goal, it really makes you stretch and be like, oh yeah, I'm going to try this, I'm going to do this. So enjoy it, have fun. This is probably going to be where you're going to get really creative and think of ideas. Try everything. Nothing that you're going to do is ever going to be stupid. It's either going to help you grow, or it's going to teach you a lesson. Everything that I do that doesn't work, I don't regret, because I learned something from it, and therefore it's not failure if you've learned something from it. So enjoy it and have fun, and it's just going to be a time that you're going to tell people about in your team. You'll be like, I remember when we were going for the Thompson region all those years ago, and you'll constantly tell people about these stories when you've got people in your team going for region, and it's nostalgic. It's amazing. It's absolutely incredible. The only thing I don't know what we're going to do, Zins, is how we're going to do your card presentation if we're still in lockdown.
I know. I was thinking, I can't
like when you do those don't rush videos.
What card presentation?
Yeah, you're gonna have to throw the keys through, and Zinzi's gonna have to catch them.
Yeah, Zinzi. Yeah, is that what you were gonna say?
We actually will have to do that.
Zinz, how much we got left to go?
I don't know, because I think my figures have frozen a little bit. I think we've got about 9,000. So close. I think actually, by the time everybody's hit their goals, we'll probably blow past it.
We'll smash it.
I think we're going to end up on so much more than qual.
That's only like 28, 30 days to go.
Yeah. Oh, 1 minute. Toby's having a breakdown.
Keisha will probably do 10 by lunchtime. So
She's going to do 10 by lunchtime.
no pressure.
Keisha sold 5 in her sleep last night.
Should we do another video then? Send them off to Keisha. Might as well promote some more
She sold
products.
30 days in her sleep.
It was awesome, and it really cheers people up doing stuff like that.
Keish, will you do as a dance? Will you do as an imperial dance?
That's what I'm going to be doing when you hit Region Babes. Woo, woo, woo.
Oh, thank you so much, Dana.
I'm really excited for you all. I really am. Keep me updated with the numbers. I love your pie chart.
Yeah, well. So yeah, that's 4 days.
Okay, so I'll wrap up this call. I'll send you the recordings in and you can send it out to everybody. But please know I am here for anybody. I know you've got an epic team, but if there's anything that I can help with, like use me. I'm here for you. And I'm just so excited. Zinzi, are you planning on doing like a Zoom when you get close, like the countdown?
Yeah, 100%. On the last day, we'll do a Zoom probably from like, I don't know, what time do you think?
See where
about
your numbers are, probably.
Yeah, see where we are.
I'm gonna miss it.
I don't want to.
Like,
I want to do it like way before 9 o'clock.
What day is the last day of the month?
Can't cope with midnight.
Thursday.
I think we're going to complete before that, though, Zin. So you need to keep an eye. You need to be on Zoom so it can.
Yeah.
So they can record you.
I'll probably just spend the whole of Thursday on Zoom. People can just drop in and out.
I think it will be done by Wednesday.
Yeah, if you get close, you need to do the Zoom before then. If you get like 1,000 QV short, like away, you need to let everybody know so everyone can get on and see it happen.
Yeah. Simone's literally an inch away. So is Keisha. So that's going to probably happen today.
Amazing. All right, I'm going to end this call, but a massive congratulations, Thompson region. This is the start of everybody else promoting into area, regions, and then nations. This is going to be an unbelievable year, and this is just the first chapter of so much to come. I'm really gonna. I don't know how you're all coping. I keep talking to Zinzi, and I'm like, "How are you coping? Because I can't cope. It's just but absolutely. Any final words, Zinzi?
No, just I love you all, and I know we've all got this. Let's smash it out the park.
Have a great day, everyone.
See you, everyone.
See ya.
Bye.